fourth graders, we're going to continue on in our fraction lesson. So the three things you need out right now is this fraction paper right here. You're going to be cutting and pasting in just a second. You need to get out your math journal because you're going to be needing that to cut and paste on there. You need your Turkey Fractions worksheet, and you need your Math Chapter 11 vocabulary. So please pause for a second if you still need to get those things out. Okay, so let's begin. So the first thing we're going to do is cut and paste this packet into your math journal. Now, what I want you to do right now is I want you to cross out this one right here. We do not need the 3/4 fraction bar. It's just an extra one. So please exit out of that one just so you can make sure that you do not use it. Then I want you to cross out just this side right here so you know that you do not have to use those right here. Okay, perfect. So before we start cutting and pasting, I just want to explain to you what each of these things mean. So first we're going to go over here to a fraction bar. Now, it says a fraction bar separates the numerator and the denominator. So this tells me that this is the numerator. Then we have a fraction bar, and then we have the denominator. Then we're going to go over here. A fraction is a part of a whole or a group. So we have some pictures to represent 3/4. We can represent it multiple different ways for fractions. We can represent it in pictures. So this one would have 4 squares, and 3 of them are shaded in. 3, which is the numerator, 1, 2, 3, and 4 is a whole, so it has 4 squares completely total. Then you can do it in a group. You could have just symbols representing it. You have 4 stars, which represents the 4 here, and then 3 stars that are shaded, which is the 3 is over here. Then we have the definitions. A denominator is the total number of members in the whole or the group. So right here, that is the denominator. Then we have the numerator. The numerator is the number of members being referred to in the whole or group. So the numerator is something that might be shaded in. Then over here, we just have the arrows pointing over here. Numerator is the 3, it's the top number. Denominator is the bottom number. Okay, perfect. So what you're going to have to do with these lovely pieces of paper is you're going to glue them down into your math journal. So I'm going to take some pictures of this so you can easily see this, or please pause this video so you can see which pieces of paper needs to be glued down where. Okay, so we have the 3/4 fraction, and that goes with this component. This is the fraction bar, and you want the fraction bar definition. Then on the back, we have the numerator with the numerator definition. Then we have the denominator, and that is the definition for it. So you can pause this video, and when you are finished cutting and pasting and gluing this into your notebook, we can move on to your Math Chapter 11 vocab. So it says, use the textbook, which you should have at home, to find and write the following definitions. There will be a vocabulary quiz over these definitions. Numbers 8 and 9 are not in Chapter 11, but definitions are given to you below. So what you're going to have to do is go to Chapter 11 and write down the definitions for each of these vocab words. And then on the back, we already have 8 and 9 written in for you because they are not in Chapter 11, but they are super important to understand.